This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Well, with the Red Scribe leader dead, are we still gonna get paid? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Walid back here with another episode of Bound by Flame. In the last episode, we found the Beast, which was some plant-like monster that was guarding a sword and sorcery-ish, Conan the Barbarian type of sorcerer, and you can tell just by her, clothing design there. But apparently that was Elias's fault that she was dressed like that. Yeah, I don't believe that. Anyway, so we have to go talk to the steward because now he's dead because of her. And yeah, we didn't run her through the spot because she's a main character. So yeah, plot armor for a little while until we do something about it. Anyway, let's talk to Mason about that guard equipment we found earlier.
Is it true you killed the beast?
Is it true you quit the booze?
What? Ah, that's a load of bollocks.
I thought so, but I did kill the beast.
Right. Okay then. You and me, we got off on the wrong foot. We owe you one. That's a man's job you done.
I found your soldiers' bodies.
They were my best. I mean, it's sad. So, did you bring back their weapons? I know it's not pretty, but we need them bad.
And yeah, you could say you keep it, but the thing is there's nothing you can really do for it. There's like, there's almost no value to them, so I would just say give it to them. No.
Yeah, I brought you back their stuff. I just hope it helps the survivors.
Oh, I suppose it's better than nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna pay you, but those lads won't be collecting their pay, so here, you have it.
Alright, well thank you for that.
I'm going.
Okay, anyway, yeah, we get the Commando's Gauntlets and some experience for doing that. Awesome. Could have gotten it earlier before the fight with the beast, but eh.
What can I do for you?
Does anyone else? No, I guess not. Okay.
I'll take mine.
I was thinking if anyone else said anything about the beast. Seeing if they said, "Oh, you killed it, eh?" Wow. All right, let's take a look at the commando gloves. Let's see. They're the resistance to magic type and a little bit better defense. So let's go ahead and do that. And also in between during the last episode, I gained a level, but I didn't really do anything about it since then. I will mess with that later. There's gonna be some story stuff today, maybe some combat stuff, but mainly story. The whole Edwen situation and the steward, the Red Scribes being dead and all that, and we had to talk.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind.
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine, you can stay here. But if you do get it in your head to run away, I will find you. And you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
We could just, lock her up, put cuffs on her, something like that. We're just gonna trust her to stay there. No.
Have you decided what you're going to do with me?
I'm working on it.
Meanwhile, I remain a prisoner.
Yeah, your responsibility for the moment.
You are free to do what you want as long as you stay in the village or with me. But if you cross the line, I'm the one who will straighten you out. So one false move and I blow you up. It's painful. Are we clear?
Yes, very clear. And perfect timing as well. It just so happens that I have absolutely no intention of disturbing this delicious village in any way. A place whose tragic end now seems ordained, and over whose corpse the Red Scribes and freeborn blades will scrabble in the bleeding mud. A spectacle which promises to be unique, and one I wouldn't dream of missing for the world.
Well, enjoy the show. But if I ever need your help, I want to be able to count on it.
Very well. You may consider that we have an arrangement.
Now for whatever reason, despite us having taught the steward and everything like that, we can now take her with us. But obviously, for the purposes of plot, she has to stay out here until everything. But basically, she's a mage character, similar to Red Scribe girl. So, But anyway, let's ask her some questions. Even though I think we're doing this ahead of schedule, we're supposed to go in there and then talk to her afterwards. But breaking 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 a little flow a little bit here.
I would like to ask you a few questions. Alas called you a sorceress. Well, are you one?
A sorceress? Only a rube or an imbecile would call someone a sorceress. If Aeolus had even a minimum of intelligence and discernment, he would have chosen another term. I do a bit of magic, it's true, but that makes me a magician. Nonetheless, my abilities could never rival those of a Lord of the Frozen Shadows, even if I am far more powerful than any Red Scribe will ever be.
We'll see about that. What exactly is this demon?
So this demon inside me, what is it?
I can't say for sure. I've only rarely ever seen something so interesting, but all the same, I'm certain of one thing. Your host is directly linked to the World Heart.
To the World Heart?
It's a simple question of logic. The ritual performed by the scribes had to make contact with the World Heart somehow. Your affinity for flames is a crucial clue.
Okay, but what's my role in all this?
For now, you are the vehicle. You'll have to decide if you're going to use its power or just be a simple vessel.
Why do I feel like you're trying to point me towards the dark side, especially with your outfit and everything like that? And yeah, you can tell that, you know, the way she talks about the demon, despite the fact during the conversation tree we never told her we actually had a demon inside of us. So, you know, then again, they probably didn't have different continuities for all this other stuff. So it's just one of those, she finds out eventually somehow. So can we win this war?
Can we win this war?
You already know the answer. What was the last battle the Dead Walker army lost?
I never heard of them losing a battle.
In fact, the last time was 12 years ago. In those days, Vertiol didn't even know the Lords of the Frozen Shadows existed, or that they were at war. This all took place in a kingdom in the northeast. I don't recall the name, but their victory was destined to be short-lived. A few days after having stopped the Dead Walker army, the kingdom was razed to the ground by an even greater offensive.
But then it is possible to win a battle.
You haven't understood. Whatever the result of a battle, the Dead Walker army feeds. Whether they win or lose, they always prevail. All the bodies that fall are eventually integrated into their ranks.
It's a war of attrition.
If it were only military victory they sought, yes. But don't forget, they are crafty and intelligent. They can defeat you long before you are overwhelmed by a ruse or by magic.
Sounds promising.
Sounds good. Alright, let's
Thanks.
even though we're still trying to decide what to do with her. But anyway, let's go talk to the steward. Yeah, your red scribes are dead. Yeah.
Did you find this famous beast?
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter, because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Aeolus is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move and it doesn't breathe and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
Yeah, just all of a sudden he got his neck grabbed and immediately killed. Didn't even give me a few seconds to do anything. Your good man had a few things to answer for.
Oh, please. Your good man had a few skeletons in his closet. He was controlling the swamp beast to keep people away. He had you all fooled. Aeolus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
No. He wanted to kill his captive, but he failed.
He turned up all alone at the place where I fought the beast. No guide, no escort. He knew the way. And after coming after Sybil, he tried to kill his captive to shut her up. There was a fight, and he didn't survive.
What madness. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, She must have been dangerous.
Wasn't much of a fight. She seems suspicious.
She doesn't talk much, but something tells me she knows more than she's letting on about the Ice Lords.
I don't like this. You realize you may have set a wolf among the sheep.
Or maybe someone who could be useful in our fight with the Deadwalkers.
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay, sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Earlis, his death is a great loss for Vauldemare. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right, I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often, and you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap him around a little. That should wake him up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method, so let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
Isn't it weird how some of the dialogue doesn't really fit properly? I don't know, it just seems like that to me. But anyway, yeah, remember Mirana's helper, her assistant? Yeah, they're kind of acting like him, so we have to go check it out. So let's see how everyone's doing, though.
Mr. Vulcan, what brings you here?
A lot of things, the game, stuff like that.
Let's talk about work.
Any more work?
These suspicious characters that you were telling me about. Where can I find them?
They could be anywhere. I'm afraid I must get back to these reports. The best thing would be for you to ask Mason, the chief of the watch.
All right.
We'll talk again later.
Let's talk to Mason then. But first... Oop, I keep pressing the wrong button.
The mercenary salutes you, Knight.
All right. Now I can see
I'll
there's
leave
anything
you.
new. Okay, we'll leave you alone. Knight. We need to talk to, let's see. Hang on, just double checking. Oh. Did I not grab this chest while I was here? I must not have never went upstairs. I could have swore I did at one point. I think I was going to, and then I got distracted, so. This must be the steward's bed. Raw metal, heart dust, mana potion. Heart dust is used to make mana potions, by the way. And other things, but mainly mana potions. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I only died once to the beast. Actually, I technically should have died at all, because his attacks are pretty obvious, but... You know, it happens. Sometimes you make a mistake. At least on hard difficulty. If I was on easy, or normal, or even the next to... Before hardest, it wouldn't have been that bad. But anyway, we also... Sybil got her father killed, and there's a quest line for her. Let's see if I can show it off. Side quest. Orphan. Yeah, talk to Sybil now that she's an orphan. Little orphan. And we also got a fight thing for the werebeast. The werebeast is a destructive creature that has been corrupted by magic and seems to guard this lost corner of the swamp. It is powerful and quick, and its attacks can be devastating, especially when it causes nearby tree roots to sprout from the ground. It can pounce on an enemy in a flash, making flight dangerous. Nevertheless, like many swamp creatures, it seems sensitive to fire. So, if I had built up my pyromancy a bit better, I would have done a lot more damage to him, but it was still solid enough on this difficulty, so... And then we should have a new dollar for Edwen here. Edwen seems to be a magician, even though many call her a witch. You found her. She's a witch! You found her in a strange prison in the middle of a swamp, imprisoned, so she says, by Iolus, who she hastened to put to death. She is a strange woman with a troubled past and dark knowledge. However useful it may be, she has astonishingly extensive knowledge of the Ice Lords. You should probably try to learn more about her, especially if she continues to follow you like she does now. I don't know, she seems like bad news, you know, like someone who tries to corrupt me, but anyway.
Leave me, Vulcan. I don't want to talk right now.
Probably should talk to someone, so. But anyway, if you want to actually complete this quest, you have to say, I'm sorry about your dad.
I'm sorry about your dad. She took me by surprise. I didn't have time to protect him.
Even though I wish you could have saved him, it's not your fault. It's that witch.
Yeah, but it's understandable that she'd be mad at your father.
Whatever he did to her, he didn't deserve to die like that. She's a murderer, a monster.
A monster that maybe just saved your life.
Perhaps. But why did my father have her imprisoned? Did he know she would try to kill him?
He had us to protect him, and if he hadn't shown up in the middle of the swamp, he'd still be alive. It just doesn't make sense. We have to find out what he was doing. He must have been up to something, because he didn't talk to anyone about it. Not even the people who were supposed to take care of him.
What are you accusing him of?
Nothing really. I'm just asking questions. But I'm going to need your help to find the answers.
I will help you. I need to know what happened as much as you.
Alright, well, now that settles that for now, so.
See you later.
You think she would be, you know, all about killing Edwen immediately and all this other stuff, but I guess we're just gonna leave it for now, so just let the things complete. Alright, let's talk to Relmar again. He should have some new dialogue now that we've done this main quest line.
Tell me, is it true that you're the demolitions man for the Freeborn Blades?
That's right.
You know, while I can't really do any big explosions, I do know how to make a few traps. And I've actually been working on a new one, but I'm in the dark on a few little details.
Keep talking.
Let's hear it. What's on your mind?
Yeah, that might sound a little twisted. Using sharp pieces of scrap metal, such as nails or small blades.
That's not a bad idea.
It could work, I suppose.
The basic idea is fine, but there's a good chance we won't find the stuff we need around here. But we could replace the tar with...
And do you think we'll get similar results with these new materials?
maybe even better. A little messy, but effective? Oh, hell yeah. I'll give you a list of the stuff we'll need. I'll let you go out and find it all. We'll meet back up in a few hours and assemble it, okay?
Perfect.
Alright, we let him do his thing and we'll talk to him later after he gathers the components. Yeah, we don't actually have to do it. Surprise!
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I have some questions.
Let's see. Yeah, let's ask her about ask him about Edwen.
Did you know about Edwen?
Are you asking if I helped AOS? No, not voluntarily at any rate. Our late Grand Master asked me to carry out a medical examination of the woman while she was still our guest. Of course, he wanted me to be discreet, so I couldn't really examine her.
What did you learn?
Apart from the fact that your friend looks like a woman, human and in perfect health, nothing.
So everything's normal?
Apparently, but as I said, I wasn't allowed to examine her. Everything looks normal, which isn't exactly the same thing. To get back to your initial question, the only part I played in the story was to give our Grand Master a powerful soporific. He must have used it to capture her, but believe me, I had absolutely no idea who the victim was going to be.
I'll be going now.
Okay. Whoops, I keep pulling out my daggers every time.
I'm still missing a few things I need for these traps. Next time, I'll try to figure out a recipe that's simpler.
Don't take too long. We're gonna need you here.
But yeah, he's doing that for now, so he'll be out for a little bit. Not too long, though, but... So do some other things while you're waiting on him, so... Let's see... I'm trying to think if there's anyone else to talk to before we... I don't think so. Okay. Let's go back outside. Then we can go talk to Mason. And since the steward said to keep Edwen on us at all times, might as
As
well.
I understand it, some people are behaving even more stupidly than they normally do.
That's right. They have asked me to check it out.
Perfect. I'll come along with you.
Hang on. What is your interest in all of this?
You know something?
Is there something you're not telling me? What are you trying to prove by coming with me?
How perceptive. How brilliant.
Yeah, great. Just tell me what you know or think you know about all of this.
All right, but keep it to yourself for the moment. We don't want to start a panic. At least, not until we're completely sure of ourselves. It seems to me that I recognize these symptoms, and if I am right, these people are possessed.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not yet certain. We absolutely must inspect and investigate further in order to be sure. But I think the Dead Walker army is behind all of this.
All right, let's go.
All right. And she's joined us now, so let's take a look at things. So first they said talk to Edwin, but there's a few people we can talk to.
So, you have returned. What is your desire?
Let's see. Have you noticed anyone that's behaving suspiciously?
There are reports of suspicious-looking people around. Have you seen anybody like that?
Suspicious-looking people? I most certainly have. There was one in here shamelessly wasting my time. Oh, in fact, I think he's still here.
Don't push my patience too far, Elf. It could turn out to be a very painful mistake.
It's just that I really don't see all that many people. There might have been a guard who seemed a bit overly taciturn to me. Not that I'm complaining, of course, but I don't even know his name.
Well, that was helpful.
Yeah, to an extent, anyway.
I'll be back.
That's an excellent idea.
Surprised someone hasn't punched you in the face yet. You know, just saying. Just saying. Yeah, let's talk to Mason since it was suggested by the steward.
Look at this. My favorite fucking troublemaker.
Let's see. Ask about the villagers behaving strangely.
According to the steward, some of the villagers have been acting strange.
Do you have any suggestions?
Do you have any suggestions?
Hey, I'm not a bloody oracle. Bring me some clues, something concrete, anything, and then I can help you.
Okay, I'll come back when I know more.
All right.
About those sentries.
Let's see. No, okay.
I'm going.
Excellent. I hit that by accident. So, now let's see if Marana has anything to say. Anyway, where's her helper?
What can I do for you, Vulcan?
He disappeared. But anyway, have you noticed anything behavior about the villagers?
People standing around like statues. No expressions on their faces, eyes empty. Any of that sound familiar?
Of course it does. May I remind you that my assistant suffers from these exact symptoms. It resembles trauma, but so far I have been unable to bring him out of it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that pretty much just tells you what.
I'd like some.
Let's see.
So what do you?
I didn't mean to. That was an accident.
We're at.
Whoa. That was weird. Okay, so I guess they just didn't pop in properly. That actually surprised me. For the moment, I thought this game was pretty well. I wouldn't say perfectly designed or anything like that, but I didn't expect that to happen. Hey, Buffalo.
Oh there, Powder Man. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
I even managed to beat the beast.
I have a few questions for you.
Oh, nope. I guess we can't.
See you later.
I guess we can't ask him anything either. Well, perhaps the captain will be able to tell us. I mean, we pretty much have an obvious spot of where to go, but I like checking with the random people.
Greetings, Vulcan.
I'd like to ask.
Oh, feeling it better since you got your forge back?
So, feeling better since you got your forge back?
Much better. I don't need to beg people anymore to make enough to eat. I'm back to work, and it's doing wonders for me. Even the steward is taking an interest in me. He came by to see me earlier and seemed pretty glad to have a second smith in the village. I have to say, the other's an I mean, he's difficult, so...
Yeah, that's an understatement.
I'm leaving.
He still won't give you your 20 gold back for what he did, but whatever. Yeah, if you could talk to any of these other people. No, I guess not. All right, whoop. Yep. No, I can't get around him. There we go. Okay, wouldn't let me. Because I know I could talk to these guys earlier, but.
Good day. Are you related to this man?
You might say that. Miliev is my husband. I'm called Nigella.
Well, do you know what's wrong with him? Have you noticed anything strange about him lately?
Well, of course I noticed. He's the one who's a vegetable, not me. Still, I must admit, it's been nice and peaceful.
That's kind of cruel, don't you think, to say about your husband? Yeah. How long has he been like this?
How long ago did he change?
About 3 days ago. He went out hunting in the swamps. But when he come back empty-handed, he had that far-away look in his eyes.
And you said it's been peaceful?
In what way peaceful? Is he normally an active guy?
Active? You must be joking. But it's the first time in years I don't have to listen to him whinging and complaining all day long. And I don't know which of the gods I have to thank, but he don't snore no more neither.
You mean he sleeps soundly?
Well, he sleeps less, if that's what you mean. I've even caught him sneaking out in the middle of the night, but he always comes back after a few hours.
And you aren't worried? Where does he go?
Do you have any idea where he goes off to?
No, I've got no idea. Not down the tavern, and that's the main thing.
It doesn't bother you at all?
Let's be honest. Considering the sort of women what are still available in the village, and what a rubbish lover he is, I doubt he's got a mistress. And he's hardly gonna find any gorgeous sluts wandering around the swamps.
You might be surprised.
You're too kind. I can't decide whether I'm flattered or vaguely insulted.
Don't change a thing. You're perfect.
So true. Thanks for noticing.
But what does it say about you, though? Like, if the husband is as he is and you're married to him, I don't know. What does it say about your standards?
Sorry to have bothered you. I'll go.
You know, isn't some of your personalities reflected?
We now know that our strange patients are going out at night. So, let's find out where they're going.
But doesn't sometimes your personality or how people look at you is reflected by the company you keep? But anyway.
Do you know this woman?
Of course I know her. Her name's Agatha, and she's my wife these past 8 years. Even if the old cow treats me like she doesn't know me.
What happened to her?
Ask her yourself. She don't talk to me no more. I know he had our ups and downs, but still.
How long has she been acting like this?
How long has she been like this?
It come over her like a dose of the shits a couple of days ago. See, she goes off with Jervis and the others to go and collect berries in the swamp, and when they comes back, not one of them will talk to me.
Whereabouts in the swamp?
Where exactly did they go?
What? How the fuck should I know? You'll pardon me, but gathering berries is women's work. But at any rate, they never go far, otherwise they never come back at all.
Otherwise they get eaten or whatever. There were several of them?
So she didn't go alone? Jervis is one of Mason's men, isn't he?
Yeah, that's him. There were 5 or 6 of them. Why don't you go and ask Jervis? He should be over by the barracks. He'll have a better chance. He'll talk to you if you don't mention me.
Have you noticed anything else about her?
Is there anything else strange about her, apart from the not talking?
Well, she ain't much between the thighs, if that's what you mean. She don't say or do nothing. Just sort of lets me get on with it. She don't even pretend to notice what we're doing.
Men, give them a piece of meat, and they're just a couple of minutes away from satisfaction and sleep.
Yeah, sure, but not every man is like that.
True. Some are more discerning. Others show the meat a little more respect.
I was only trying to give her a nice moment to patch things up between us, sort of.
That's not really what I was asking about, to be honest.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. There might be something else. I woke up this night, and she weren't there. I must have dozed a half hour before I gone back to sleep, but she never come back. I never saw her again until sunrise.
And I imagine you have no idea where she could have gone?
None. And she wouldn't say nothing to me, like usual. I hope that bitch ain't off seeing another man. That's all I need.
I can't imagine why she would want to do that. You seem like the perfect husband.
Well,
I'll be leaving now.
we had two strange groups. We had the mean wife, the bitch of a wife, and then the bastard husband. So you know,
I think
love.
we better go back and talk to that drunken sot who pretends to be chief of the guard. We need to find out where that expedition is going.
But yeah, it seems like all the people in this village do not have lovely relationships. Although this is based more of a medieval type of society where the dead are trying to kill everyone. So you know, you take what you get, I guess. But anyway, yeah, the other person you could have talked to was there's a guy down over here who's also lethargic. Here, I don't know if you can still talk to him now, but yeah, it points you to, like, I think you only have to talk to 2 people to learn about everything that's going on, but...
Vulcan, for fuck's sake, what did you do to Aeolas?
I never laid a finger on him, Captain. But if you want my opinion, I think he screwed us over.
So you had to kill him? That was our fucking employer. Could you not take 2 goddamn seconds to think about that?
I didn't kill him. It was this woman, Edwen. She killed him.
That's what they told me. That doesn't change the fact that that dish rag of a scribe was our client. And your job was to protect him. If he was trying to fuck us over, it's up to me to deal with that. And for a starter, where did this wee tart that's spilling out of her dress come from?
She was his prisoner in the swamp. It looks like he was trying to get information out of her, which he obviously didn't give him, considering she's still alive.
All right, then. Maybe she can be of use to us. I already spoke with Aeolas's assistant. Seems he pulled the wool over their eyes as much as he did ours. They're petrified. So they've agreed to honor their contract with us. I need you to get this Edwen woman to talk. I want to know where she's from, who she is, who she works for. All of it. Watch out for the Red Scribes. We don't want to get fooled twice.
Understood, Captain. I'll check it out.
If you can find Hawk, tell him to get his arse back here. I sent him out on a recon mission and he still hasn't come back.
Do you think something happened to him?
Well, there aren't any decent whorehouses around here, so yes, something may well have happened to him.
I'll find him, sir.
Well then. Looks like he's pissed off but kind of forgave that situation really quick. That's kind of a little crazy, don't you think? But I guess you can't dredge on stuff for too long. We got the plot to get to.
Captain, have you had any news about Hawk?
Are you trying to be funny? I sent you to find him. Is that demon of yours eating away your tiny brain or what?
Like I said, sometimes this game has some charming moments.
You wanted the Freeborn Blades to help the villagers.
As long as we have to stay here.
Okay, never mind.
Captain, I wanted to ask...
Yeah, can we trust the scribes now at this point?
Do you really think we should be trusting these Red Scribes?
I've never really trusted that Aeolas fellow. I could sense he was hiding a knife behind his back. Looks like I was right. But that changes nothing. We still work for them.
Until they release us from the contract or we break it for some reason. Can we talk about something else? I think that's it.
I'm leaving.
Alright, so now we got a quest to go find Hawk, and Hawk is in the forest that way, or swamp that way. But we could do it right now. Why not? I'll show off Edwin's fighting style. Back to the Southern Delta to find Hawk, since we're here. I was gonna go back to the thing for the steward, but all right, he is down this way. Alright, do we have any enemies in the vicinity? That doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. I am fine with that. I'm a little over-leveled anyway, so... Yep. No, it's just the load thing. Alright.
Hey, Vulcan, over here.
Why are we whispering?
I came across this enormous creature. It's an absolute monster. You've never seen anything like it. Oh, I'd love to catch it. It would make one hell of a trophy, but I'm not sure I can take it down alone. You feel like lending me a hand?
You know the captain's looking for you?
Fuck the captain. Oh, come on. He can wait. The beastie out there can't. It could lose itself in the mist at any moment, and we'd never find it.
Alright. Let's go catch your monster for you.
Okay, then. Considering how excited you are, I'm kind of curious to see the thing. Come on, let's go.
Ah, yes. I owe you one, brother. Come on.
And Hawk temporarily joins the group, so yay, alright. He's a basic warrior type, so. Oh, there it is. So one of those, yeah, might as well kill that one, so, alright. Whoa! A grand sickle, huh? Alright. Yeah, Edwen uses, like, her magic's similar to Sybil's. Ah! Yeah, should have, alright, let's put that, we already played back on. Yeah, no healing from Edwen. I'll get rid of the second.
Thank you. I'd never have brought it down without your help. I'll get back to my patrol. Tell the captain not to worry about me.
Alright, awesome. We didn't have to fight that other sickle because I sneak attacked it, so for all that damage. So but yeah, even if you're not really doing a stealth class build with the ranger, I would say at least put just enough in for the sneak, so that way you can at least kill one creature before you fight stuff.
Now that's what I call a fucking trophy. I'm gonna dine out on this one. Look at that beauty. It makes your damned lobster face look a bit shabby.
Lobster face? What? Alright. But anyway, let's head back to the captain and give him the good news. Yeah, that mission's pretty quick. And yeah, Hawk leads the group. Yeah, he's not a permanent member, so he's not unique looking enough for that. So usually you can tell in RPGs when someone's a companion. Most times. There's a few times where I've been thrown off, but not very likely. Usually because it's pretty obvious if they're a main companion or a story character, you know. Yeah, and I didn't die this time. Hey, there's an episode where I don't die. Surprise, surprise.
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
Well, I was looking out for Hawk.
Hawk will finish up his recon and head straight back. Don't worry, Captain.
You've been working for me long enough to know one thing. I never worry.
I don't believe you.
I'm leaving.
All right, now that we've talked to see, Edwin's now been put in our charge. The steward says we have to look out for her, and now we've got some information on the oh yeah, when Relmar's done with this stuff, so now we can go talk to him. But we also have to talk to Mason as well. So what information will Mason give us? Will Relmar make really great traps? And will Edwin ever fall out of that dress? It seems unrealistic. But find out what happens next time in the next episode of Bound by Flame. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.